We put out a really in-depth E&P earnings preview for the quarter, and tomorrow I think is a big day. You've got Exxon reporting in the morning, and I think you're going to see a real differentiation between Permian producers and E&P sector versus other areas. You know, last quarter, Permian producers outperformed their peers by as much as 39% when you look at guys in the Bakken. So Exxon's really interesting, right? They bought a big size acreage position in the Bakken a little while back from Denbury, and they're one of the bigger producers now in the Bakken. And they also have probably one of the biggest rig activity in the Permian as well. So what they say on their commentary versus, you know, the Permian, and you've dived into this, you know, numerous times as far as the widening differential and the discount that Permian's getting to WTI crude, it's forcing a lot of these Permian producers to be almost uneconomical. And so the commentary they say versus Permian versus the Bakken differentials, which have picked up dramatically, you know, a lot of these guys in the Bakken are very profitable now at $40, $41 a barrel. You know, and 65 is the new 100 for a lot of these guys in the Bakken. So what they say versus the Permian activity versus the Bakken, are the well shut-ins going on and things of that nature is going to be really key to producers going forward, especially as these E&P players start to, you know, put out numbers next week. Yeah, it was a great note. I mean, I think that's going to be the question as we hit these numbers yesterday or tomorrow, rather, as I will on Squawk Box when they come out tomorrow morning, which is basically, is production peaked? I mean, have we gotten everything that we can get out of the Permian right now? Because according to numerous estimates, Roberto, as you know, we're going to need 30 to 100 billion more in investments in energy infrastructure to get more oil out of that region. Right. And again, the big question is not can we get more crude out of the area or out of the basins, because we can get more crude out of the Permian. That's not the question. It's the transportation. How hard is it and how difficult it is to get the crude out of the Permian Basin? And what we think and what guys are probably going to do, and another thing to pay attention to, you know, Diamondback Energy announced back in June, they locked in a bunch of transport ability to get Permian crude out. And they kind of locked in a pretty high price. So do these Permian producers, do they pay up to lock in transportation costs going forward, or do they not? And a big thing also to pay attention to, CapEx versus production. You know, prior quarters, E&P companies have gotten really punished for missing CapEx. You know, with crude around 70 where it is now, the bigger question is, do they meet guidance in production?
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.